Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wichita West High School for tonight's Greater Wichita Athletic League doubleheader featuring the Pioneers of Wichita West and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Glad to have you on board wherever you are on planet Earth. My name is Kevin Arkin. I'm joined by our executive producer, JoJo Vann, and my broadcast partner, Elizabeth Dibben. And Elizabeth, the girls are still reeling from a losing streak, if you will.
Yeah.
And if they're going to do anything in the playoffs, which start the week after next, they need to right the ship, and there's no better way to right the ship than get a win on the road here tonight.
Yeah, especially against an 0-13 team. Northwest has lost 9 out of 10 games, which is a pretty bad stretch. But if they bounce back against West, it'll be a pretty good way not to sink the ship.
West comes in with a very small roster, only 9 girls on their varsity roster. And, of course, that will hurt their numbers, especially if any of them get into foul trouble. They will obviously not have a very deep bench tonight because of those low numbers, and that should work well for the Grizzlies tonight.
But there's also pluses from the West side. 5.6 points, number 11, Coleman. She's been averaging 5.6 points per game. That's pretty impressive with their type of roster and their structure. And but also you gotta also think about the other side of the floor, as Richard last game put up 2 3-pointers against East. No, what was the last game?
Our last game?
Yeah, East.
South High.
South High. Okay. Richard put up two threes against South, so that's also the other side of the floor that they need to look out for defensively. You got really good sharpshooters on Northwest and a fully healthy team with Hallman back, which is a very scary situation for West.
Okay, we're going to take a 2-minute timeout here, and then we're going to send it to our visit with head coach Christina Commons, as we do before every varsity game. So stay tuned for that. All that and more coming up 2 minutes from now. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Welcome to the campus of Wichita West High School, where tonight we have a City League doubleheader against the Pioneers, and we'll begin with the girls contest at the top of the hour. And always before the beginning of each of those games, we join our head coach, Christina Commons. And Coach, look back at our home game on Tuesday night. I know it was not what you wanted.
Oh, no, it definitely was not. And I don't think it was what the girls wanted either. And I will say it was probably the first time I've ever seen them kind of look like they gave up on me. And we had a discussion about it after the game, and they kind of talked the why and this, and they know I'm still not happy, and I don't think they're happy either, and they're excited to play tonight.
Well, and the thing to do is to come back strong after a loss. People are only human, and, you're not going to get the same result every time or the same levels of performance at each time out of a human being. So that's naturally to be expected. And there are things that needed to be corrected, as you said. And if they are self-aware of that, then you're already halfway home.
Yeah, and we definitely have become more self-aware. We kind of did. I mean, like normal teams, you tend to kind of point fingers, this and that. But then when we come to practice, we get more humble about it and we're like, oh, okay, maybe I did do it. So we definitely worked on that the last couple of days. And I'm hoping that we can start seeing it in our performances because we are seeing the changes in practice.
Kind of nice to see Kylena Hallman step onto the floor the other night. I actually had to double check my roster when I saw that number. I said, I got to make sure I know who this is. It had been so long since she'd been in a game, and it was good to see her out there.
Yeah, and what actually was holding her back was just her health. She got a nasty bug, and it held her down for a while. She actually looked a little better in the game than she did even practice the day before. So she's slowly still coming back.
Well, and I don't mind telling you, I took a deep breath when she took a spill. I think it was in the second quarter. She took a spill when it was on the left leg, which is the one she had the wrap on. And the only thing I said was, pardon me, the only thing I said was, please get up.
And she did, and she didn't say that she hurt or affected her whatsoever. And I think that's even better because sometimes when players are injured or were injured, they come back, they get a little fearful, and they get a little doubtful. But she has not shown that yet.
Well, and I noticed that early on when she came onto the floor, she wasn't pivoting like she would under normal circumstances, and it looked like she was trying to favor that leg. But once she took the tumble and got back up again, that pretty much went away, and it was business as usual for her.
Oh, yeah, and she's just that type of player where she does not like to give up, so I like it.
Okay, let's turn our attention to the matter at hand. You've got West High. It's the second last regular season game. What does this game mean, not only in terms of wins and losses, what does this mean in terms of playoff action?
Playoffs, I don't think it's going to change too much, win or lose. I mean, obviously, at the end of the season, you want to go in with as many wins at the end you can. But it's not even so much playoffs that I'm worried about. I think it's just more of what we need to show ourselves. What can we actually show that we are doing and making those changes? Can we show them tonight that we want to?
And a good win tonight, a good effort tonight will be very paramount in getting them ready for a tough opponent on Tuesday when Cape and Mount Carmel comes in for senior night.
Yeah, and Capen's got some pretty good big wins under their belt right now. So for us, we definitely are going to have to show up for that one.
Okay. But you can't look at that one until you get done with this one. So anybody special on West we need to be looking for?
The one thing I liked about West is the fact that, they've kind of gone through their own adversity. They're not necessarily making as many baskets as what I think they would hope. But those girls never give up. They're still there. They're still fighting, and they're still listening to their coach, and I think that's what's best.
Well, and that was obvious last year, when the team folded for the season and everything, and those girls continued to practice every day, even though they weren't playing games anymore. So my hat's off to them.
Yes, I'm excited they're still here.
Okay. Well, anybody else hurt tonight, or anybody hurt tonight that isn't going to be able to play that you know of?
Nope, we're back stronger than ever right now.
Okay. Well, wish you the best of luck tonight against the Pioneers, and we'll look forward to a visit Tuesday before senior night at home against Capen.
Yes, thank you.
Head coach Christina Commons on our pregame visit. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 60-second timeout, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the Wichita West Pioneers. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Basketball.
Hey, man, you going out for football? Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
Means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
That's the national anthem here at West High prior to the introduction of the starting lineups for the girls' varsity game between the Pioneers and Northwest. Let's introduce our starting lineups. We'll start with the visiting team, your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. A 5'1" senior guard, number 1, Kenzie Edwards. 5'9" senior forward, Sasha Reed. The Grizzlies are coached by Christina Commons and Taylor Darr. Now the starting lineup for the home team, the Wichita High School West Pioneers. A 5' senior guard, number 1, Florence Elias. 5'4" junior guard, number 11, Maya Coleman. 5'3" senior guard, number 21, Ray Cornelius. 5'6" freshman forward, Aaliyah Hernandez. And rounding out the starting 5, wearing number 30, a 5'2" junior guard, Kennedy Camvongs. Head coach for the Wichita West Pioneers is Corey Buller. He's assisted by Marcus Carter and Micah Womack. And that's the starting lineups for both teams. Grizzlies will play in their road blues tonight. They will go from right to left here in the first half. And West in their home whites with maroon numerals and maroon trim. They'll be playing from left to right. All set for the tip and the play-by-play of tonight's girls' varsity game. Here's Elizabeth Dibben.
All right, thank you, Kevin. It looks like West is going with a different approach when it comes to jump ball, apparently. That's a good way to start off the game. Edwards starting out. Wimberly to Edwards on the right wing. Wimberly, Reed already gets the foul with a push. From Who?
Well, we're going to have to listen. They're not there. It is. They just put it up. It took them a while. It's Cam Vonks who got called for the foul.
We got out of bounds play. West ball. The cheerleaders are louder than the crowd, but it's okay. We're rolling with it. West going around, but we got a foul on Northwest. Nave with their team's first. Cornelius gets picked off by Reed, already starting out the game hot. Edwards turning on the Jets past midcourt. Wimberly, Richard in the right and the left wing. Edwards in the right wing. No. Ellis with the rebound. Eliza with the rebound.
And we need to note that McKaylee Nave is a starter tonight. She was not on our original starting lineup.
Yeah, they're going small for their starting five. Usually it's starting, but they switched it up with Nave. With a miss there, Northwest is gonna turn up the Jets and hopefully get first point on the board. Never mind. Cornelius battling for rebounds for West to gain the advantage. They're just Hernandez is gonna pass the ball in. Northwest is going with a man-to-man defense. We got a jump ball, and it will be Northwest. Northwest to take advantage of this possession. Edwards gets pressured. Wimberly gets pressured by Cam Vongs. Okay, we got a foul on don't know who. On Coleman, her first. Richard in the paint, dives it back out. We're setting up Grizzlies offense. Wimberly dives, kicks it to Navarro, oh my God.
Call the travel and turn it over to West.
Yep.
Hey guys, not here.
They're messing with our cords. Kevin turned on defensive mode or something. Beautiful defense by Northwest, and again, they picked off. Richard. Sorry, my mind blanked.
Cam Vongs just picked up her second.
Edwards across midcourt. Northwest trying to mix it up. Edwards dives. Kicks back out to Wimberly. Wimberly dives in, kicks out to Reed. Now Richard for three. Yes, sir! Responding back from the 2 threes game against South. But 30-second timeout for West. We're going to keep it here. Now, I have noticed that Northwest they're down huge, but they turn on the Jets during the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter. It's a little bit too late, but I like the effort from Northwest. I really do, and hopefully they actually turn on the Jets in time to win this ball game, which, thanks to Richard, that would turn out pretty good. All right, we're starting off hot. with a West turnover to Nave. Edwards, Wimberly in the left wing. Richard. Wimberly dives in. The ball got kicked. West ball. My brain's so used to having Navarrete on the floor. I'm so used to saying Navarrete. So.
I'm sure she'll be out there soon.
She will. She will. I know she will. They can't leave her out for long. She's a spark plug.
Another jump ball.
After beautiful defense by Reed to start off that jump ball. Hernandez passing it in, but Wimberly takes it. She's hungry for those possessions. Edwards. Richard in the left corner. Edwards with a floater. No, rebound. That didn't go in Northwest's favor. And
called a foul here, I believe, on the
on West.
On the rebound.
I did call a foul on the rebound on West. Hernandez with their first.
Navarrete and Stubbs come into the lineup for Northwest.
Yeah, I finally get to say Navarrete. Reed Navarrete in the right wing, being crowded by white jerseys. Richard checks it back out, rethinking the Northwest strategy. Richard, right wing three. Come on, you gotta get that. Turning on the Jets. Coleman against Edwards. Still no. Beautiful defense by Edwards. But Coleman picks it back up and steals it and gets her first 2 points on the board for West. Reed being pressured by white jerseys, being trapped on the left wing, and we got to travel. Coleman against Richard. West almost turned the ball over. It got split between two defenders. But Reed picks it off clean. Richard slows down the offense to think about what she's doing. Stubbs gets picked off with a 6-footer, but Richard picks it up and cleans it up. Trying to go for a floater, but got fouled in the process, so she's going to the line for her first.
And West High is now over the limit for the quarter, so Grizzlies will be shooting free throws on every foul for the rest of this quarter.
That was fast. Just like Kevin said earlier, if the West starting five gets in foul trouble, they literally have 3 players on the bench as we speak. So it's not looking good for West so far. Coleman stuck. Yeah. Elias, there we go. Come on, Vugs, dives in, but gets fouled by Edwards. She's going to the line. What is going on with West? There's only Northwest people on the floor on the shooting side. And
other than the shooter, everyone else is falling back to play defense. So they're giving up the chance to get the rebound is basically what's happening.
Yeah, come on, Vugs misses the 2. Richard with the floater and got it. Diving on the other end of the floor. Loman about to check in for the Grizzlies. Coleman trying to be fancy, trying to split defenders, but Stubbs is on the floor. Edwards picked it off. Here we go. Turn on the Jets. Richard wanted it, and she got it. Richard, right wing three. No one's there, but Navarrete cleans it up. I love it. I love it. Miss three, you got to clean up your teammates' mistakes. Come on, Vlogs. Gets double teamed. Gets picked off by Stubbs. Edwards runs into a West player and loses the ball. That turned into a turnover. Coleman dives in. Navarrete on her tail, but she still gets the layup. Edwards to Richard. Reed being double teamed by white jerseys. Stubbs inside the post, luckily, but Reed gets the bounce in after a nice layup and an assist by Stubbs. With 54 seconds left. West has to come back and with 6 points to make this game even. Oh my God, Navarrete with a beautiful block from Come On Vogs with missed layup. More like a blocked layup. Reed dives in, but wow. Cornelius gets the charge as she wanted. On that stop Northwest's momentum, but we got subs checking in. We got Lomans, Patterson, and Hallman checks back in, or checks in. Coleman against Loman, great lineup, great matchup. We're just double teaming every single time the ball gets past half court. Jump ball, 16.7 seconds remaining.
Northwest will get that.
Northwest against the clock. Patterson dives in against two white jerseys, finally gets that foul. Patterson going to the line for her first time tonight. And that is on Come On Vogs, her third. Beautiful bounce in for her first. Gets her second beautifully. No bouncing required. West working against the clock. 2-1 gets picked off by Patterson to end the first quarter. 13-5. Northwest leading the Northwest leading the Pioneers. We're gonna take it with them. Enjoy the second half. This is NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Basketball.
Back at West High, Grizzlies lead by 8 as we start the second quarter of play. West will inbound, and here's Elizabeth.
All right. We got Northwest West round one right now on your screen. Coleman getting double teamed by Blue. Loman turned it into a foul on her. Yep.
Fouls on Loman.
Her first. Okay, we're going to move the ball around. And Cornelius missed the 15-footer. Navarrete. Back to Navarrete, left wing. Hallman, beautiful bounce pass to Stubbs with the easy 2. Beautiful connection to Navarrete to Stubbs. Oh, wait, no, sorry, Hallman, my bad. Beautiful defense by Navarrete to cause that Northwest turnover. And we got a full timeout from West, I believe. So we're gonna keep it here. Oh, commercial. Okay, this is Grizzly basketball.
Hey, Grizzly Nation. This is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
All right, we're back with West almost causing a turnover. But it's in the Dens territory, so you know that's good. Coleman with the 10. Nope, okay. We're moving on with the Northwest going around. That makes sense. Patterson, Navarrete left wing 3. No, but Northwest cleans it up. Nope, it's Coleman's ball. Beautiful rebound by Coleman, by the way. Patterson with the clean steal. Lohman going up the ranks. Didn't get a foul, but it is Northwest ball. Navarrete passes it in. Hallman dives in. She thought about that 3, but Stubbs. A Northwest ball still. She didn't recover the ball, but we saw plenty of blue and white jerseys hit the deck. But Northwest gets to reset it, and hopefully it turns out good. And it's West ball. West reset offense. Coleman dives in, gets stuck. Coleman, left wing 3, air ball. But Stubbs cleans it up for Northwest. Navarrete dives down the court, full head of steam. But retracts it. Lohman, Navarrete thought about that left quarter 3. Hallman with the missed 3 of her own. The top of the arc. Coleman being checked by Patterson all the way up the deck. We get a 5-footer for West. We got a 5-foot jumper right there. Okay. It's a good way to change the pace. Patterson gets hit, but no contact. And now it's Northwest ball.
Wimberly and Nave check back in for Northwest.
And Stubbs and Navarrete checks back out. Wimberly gets the ball. She gets an 18-footer, but missed it. Nave cleans it up and gets her own foul. There we go. That's the way to head to the 3-throw line. Nave gets her first. Nave misses her second. We got West player on the floor surrounded. Northwest hits the deck. West gets a full steam, but gets stopped by Lohman. Beautiful defense by the freshman guard. And we got travel Northwest ball. That's one way to do it. That's a 3-throw. You clean it up with the travel from West. Lohman, Wimberly, Nave to Hallman, and the post that almost got picked off. Northwest ball. Speaking of Northwest, on the floor for Northwest is Wimberly, Nave, Lohman, Patterson, and Hallman. That's your 5 on the floor for right now for Northwest. Patterson thought about that top of the arc 3. But she kicks it back out. Wimberly thought about the same thing. Hallman didn't get the lucky go in. Hallman tiptoed around the defender. Still ended up in West's hit possession.
Leah Richard back in.
Coleman wanted to play from the coach, but the coach didn't want it. Gets picked off by Navarrete, and we got full court. Nave dives in against West defenders and gets the bucket. Nave with the 3-footer. Coleman. Northwest pressing. Richard with the steal to Wimberly. Yes, and get the layup pass from Richard. Beautiful, beautiful. 20-7. Northwest leading. Northwest leading by double digits. West with a full timeout. We'll take it with them. This is an NWA Huskers. This is Grizzly.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Grizzlies seemingly in control here, 20-7. As we approach halftime, we invite you to stay tuned for our Meet the Grizzlies segment at halftime. Juliana Avant will be our guest at halftime in our Meet the Grizzlies segment.
All right, let's keep passing me back the reins. It's my turn now to spread a little light. And West is getting picked off by Northwest over and over and over again. West ball. Actually, yeah, West ball.
It is West ball.
Yeah. Coach, the ref maybe second guess myself. We got a little incident on the floor. Okay, never mind. We're back at it. Jones to Freitzer, back to Coleman. Back to Hamvogs. That almost got tipped. Hamvogs in the right wing, on the right corner, tripped, fell.
Northwest ball.
Edwards, cross midcourt. Wimberly, stuttered step. Richard. It got poked by the center of gravity. Richard, we're just going around and around and around until we find an open man, or an open woman, I should say. Edward, nope. Okay.
Let's give that one to Aaliyah Richard.
Yep, we're giving that to Aaliyah Richard. Okay. We're giving that to Aaliyah Richard.
She earned it.
Yep. Beautiful floater. But Edwards got too handsy and picked up a foul.
That's her second.
Two side. True. Yay. Shoe tying segment. Coleman dives in, loses the handle. I mean, she dived all the way in. That was really impressive. Wimberly to Richard. Richard dives in, gets picked off. Northwest ball. Reed gets body slammed into a West defender, and we got a jump ball. Me and my mom are both yawning. Jeez. Camvog across midcourt. Coleman gets picked off by Nave. West ball. Camvog being guarded by Edwards. On top of your screen. Reed just poked it and said, "Get that out of here, not in my end." And it's Northwest ball. Nope, it's West ball. What is up with them second guessing me? Cornelius, Freitzer. Back to Camvog, gets stolen cleanly by Wimberly. Oh my God, that was clean. Edwards on the left wing three. Nave in the post. Really wanted her own rebound, but she got the foul. That'll be her second as well. She joins Edwards in the two pile. All right, 44 seconds left for another Northwest possession. Never mind. Yes, it is. Northwest ball. Richard, 36 seconds left to going against the clock, or going with the clock, I should say. And we got Northwest ball with Cornelius turned it over for West. Richard back to Richard, corner, left wing three, yes, baby! Yes! Her second three of the game. Coleman, left wing three, that didn't answer. Northwest has another possession on the board with 8 seconds left. Wimberly to Edwards, back to Richard. And that ends at 25-7. We're gonna kick it off to halftime to meet the Grizzly segment. This is NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the class. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's halftime and time once again for another segment of Meet the Grizzlies. And we're joined tonight at halftime by one of our incoming freshmen, Juliana Vann. And we thank you for joining us and welcome to Northwest and welcome to basketball.
Thank you. Hey, y'all.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and about your family.
Like you said, I'm a freshman. I'm an ECA, I'm a cheerleader, and my mom, I want to shout out my mom. My mom's really, she takes care of me, and if I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her. She does a lot for me, so love you, Mama. Yeah.
Tell us about your basketball history.
I played basketball when I was younger, then I stopped for a long time. And then recently, I have played for a summer team and this year, and I played all throughout middle school. So.
And your goals personally, as far as the development, is on you personally and about your team?
The team, I hope we just become united. I hope we can grow as a team, get better as a team. And me personally, I would just like to see where basketball takes me and just try my best. And then whatever's meant, I believe in God has a plan for me. So. Yeah.
Very good. What's your favorite subject here at Northwest?
Language arts.
Okay. Good thing to be having as a favorite. Keep up the good work. We'll look forward to seeing plenty of you on the basketball court.
Bye, y'all.
Juliana Vann, our guest at halftime here in the Meet the Grizzlies segment. Stay tuned after this 60-second timeout. We'll be back with the second half of our Varsity Girls contest. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
Welcome back to West High. We're at halftime of the girls varsity contest with JoJo Vann and Elizabeth Dibben. Kevin Arkin with you. Getting set for the second half here in about 3 minutes. I wouldn't say it's in the books, but it is under control. It's a little early yet to make that assumption, but Grizzlies won the first quarter by 8. They won the second quarter by 10. So they have been very consistent in their domination of the game so far. So now the question is, which team will come out after halftime?
Yeah, the halftime is a very different beast, I have to say. It's very, very different. You can say the same thing about the boys, but it's all about if they can keep this game under control and secure a win, which definitely will help their playoff chances increase if they do.
Well, it'll at least get them some momentum going into the playoffs, having wherever they go in the first round. But there is talk of Western Kansas, either Garden City or Dodge City, being the first round opponent of the Grizzlies in the loser go home or winner go home tournament. So we won't know. We're not going to know until after Tuesday night. It's that close as to who we're going to play. We just know it won't be at home. So next Tuesday will be their last game at home.
Is that the same thing about the boys?
The boys right now are the number 3 seed. If they win tonight, they'll probably be the number 3 seed, no matter what happens on Tuesday. They cannot get any higher. They could fall to the number 4 seed. If they lose tonight and lose Tuesday, they could drop as low as 5th, and that would only give them 1 home game. So they need to be in the top 4 to get 2 home games, assuming, of course, that they survive the first one.
Yeah, assuming.
This game is important for that. It will take the pressure off of Tuesday, which, by the way, folks, is senior night at Northwest. All the seniors will be recognized between games. This is senior night here at West High, as this is their final home game, and they will have their senior night activities here tonight in between games. We're probably going to reprise another round of Meet the Grizzly here after this game concludes, prior to going to our pregame visit with Andy Hill. Grizzlies will inbound to start play here in the third quarter. And we're underway. Here's Elizabeth.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Hopefully this game goes very well during halftime, because everybody knows during halftime, people lose momentum, people gain momentum. It's all about, can you keep hold of the lead? Reed still has it and got the foul. A beautiful and one from Reed. Reed misses her first and only. And West pushing up the floor with the miss from West. Richard to Edward. Richard already with 2 threes on the board. Can she get a third? No, and we got a foul on the floor. On who? Nave? Nave, her third. Another shoe tying segment with yours truly, Coleman Coleman has the ball for West, taking control of the power, passes the power off to Kate Vong. Kate Vong gets the bounce, but Nave controls it for the rebound. Edwards to Richard. Edwards, we got a wide open woman on the floor. That didn't lead to a three. Edwards almost tipped it out. Kate Vaughn still holding her own ground. And Edwards draws her third. Edwards and Nave right now are in the same pool party with fouls. Beautiful pick by Wimberly, but she couldn't control it. Cornelius has the ball for West. And Wimberly gets the charge. Northwest ball. Richard taking her time. Cross midcourt. Edwards, Wimberly for two. That was a two? Oh, no, they gave it a three. All right, fool's on the line, but we're going to roll with it. Wimberly's first three of the game. That was on the right wing.
I'm not sure. I think that might be Wimberly's first three of the season.
Really? Huh.
I don't have the stat sheet, but I don't recall her getting a three earlier anytime this year.
Huh. There you go. A Northwest ball again. The tide is shifting towards Northwest. 30-7, Northwest leading, taking the charge. Edwards, Wimberly. Edwards thought about that three. Kicks it out to Richard. Richard with the floater. Oh, pure money. Pure money from Richard. And we got a foul on the floor. Nope, timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. I love how Northwest is keeping that momentum, pushing them to take that timeout. That was key for Northwest to keep that momentum going.
And West High going to run out of timeouts here as they only have two remaining in the contest. Grizzlies very comfortably ahead by 25.
And we're back on the floor. Northwest versus West, 32-7. With 4:54 left in the third. On the floor for Northwest, it's Edwards, Reed, Wimberly, Richard, and Nave on the floor. Now remember, Nave and Edwards are both in the foul trouble. They have 3 fouls in total. Together. Watch out for that. He dives in, takes the body with her, and still didn't get any points on the board. Coleman. Northwest. A little slip in the defense, but still no bucket from West. Edwards, three, nope. Too strong for Edwards from the corner.
Edwards was still flying through the air when she launched that. No wonder she overshot the mark.
Trying to shoot a fade three, that didn't go very well.
McKaylee Nave just picked up number 4.
We got new players on the floor for Northwest. on the floor. Richard, Stubbs, Navarrete, and Simpson?
Mariah Staten.
Staten. And Navarrete. Richard restructuring the offense for the Grizzlies. Stubbs in the post, kicks it out to Richard. Richard thought about that three, dives in and gets the travel. Coleman brings it out for West. Coleman dives in all by herself. No one was there to guard her. And still didn't get the bucket. Richard! Third three of the night! No? Yeah, third three.
Navarrete.
Oh, that was Navarrete? I'm sorry. I blinked. Navarrete with a beautiful block. With a three and a block? Come on, it's a perfect package. Richard to Staten. Navarrete in the far corner. Floater, that didn't go very well. West ball. Coleman. To Harris. That got tipped by Statens. Ball still on the ground, ball recovered by West. Coleman. And Cornelius checks it back out against Richard. Holman didn't get it, but Richard recovered it for her. And we got a fast break opportunity and cashed out. Richard cashing out the buckets. Cam Vaughn against Staten. Cornelius gets blocked by Holman. Stubbs with the recovery. Richard holds the fast break. So Stubbs can check inside. Navarrete with the miss. Miss three. Okay, we got Coleman dives all the way in by herself and still no bucket. Richard gets hit with a charge.
I think they're going to call a block here. Yes, they are.
Oh, they are. Okay. That went in Northwest's favor. Richard checks out. Lohman checks in. Lohman, not to Hallman. Lohman for three. That springs out. Northwest trying to grab that. That didn't go in their direction. Coleman with the rebound coming out on top. We got a wild three coming out of the gates for West. That ended in a miss. Lohman, the freshman guard, coming up to Navarrete. Lohman in the far corner. Didn't get the floater, but Stubbs couldn't hold on to it. And we got a fast break opportunity for West. Coleman and gets the foul, no bucket. Coleman heading to the line. Coleman not in front of the goal, off to the side of it. You don't see this very often. Banks bounces in for a first.
That's their first point of the quarter.
That tells you something about Northwest's defense. Staten to Hallman, back to Lohman in the corner. Navarrete, Staten for three, bounces out, and that ends the quarter. 37-8, Northwest with a commanding 30-point lead. And we're going to take it with them. This is NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball.
Welcome back to West High. Starting in the fourth quarter, Grizzlies lead by 29. West will have the ball to start play here in the fourth quarter, and here's Elizabeth.
Man, I'm vibing out to that drum. Jeez.
That's a big drum over there.
He can. That drum can shake the whole building. All right. Coleman against Northwest defenders. We still got the ball out. That got into the hands of Combong. Eli. Patterson getting handsy. Ends up in West ball. Bow, 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 bow. Hangbog. To Fraser, got turned over. Lohman, Patterson, give it an easy layup and rock the baby. Let's go. 39-8. Northwest taking control. And a string of luck. Patterson ended up kicking it out of bounds. End up in West possession. Down with Patterson, keeps on getting handsy. It's still West ball. With 6:35 left, Lohman with the steal to Patterson. Patterson dives in with the long body, passes it out to Staten. No. But Wimberly cleans it up with the air ball, but Stubbs again with the beautiful masterpiece with the two. Coleman kicks it out after diving in. Cornelius with a missed three from West, from Cam Boggs. Man, I gotta tell you, pronouncing that name is so hard. But we're gonna roll with it. Wimberly to Patterson. To Lohman. Northwest has got to go around and around until they find someone open. Patterson Staten. Lohman, right wing three. That didn't go in. And into a cheerleader. Northwest ball. They had a momentum. They started to turn the wheels, but it didn't go very far because no one was there. Lohman, Patterson, Lee with an 18-footer.
Wimberley's having a nice game.
She really is. She had a couple of twos, one big three. She's having a pretty nice game for herself. Patterson is doing a great job defensively.
4:30 clock running under the 30-point rule.
Nave about to check back in. Lohman to Patterson. Wimberley missed 18-footer, but she draws the foul. Fraser tripped over gravity. Did you see that? She tripped over gravity.
Tripped over one of the lines.
Nave giving the freshman a little pep talk. And it gets stolen by Wimberley. Wimberley turned on the Jets. Missed layup. And it's West ball. Nave, the vocal leader for Northwest on the floor. Nave almost got the ball turned over. And we got a foul as Coleman hits the deck. Edwards, Reed, and Navarrete checks back in. And Wimberley, Lohman, and Staten checks back out. Edwards reclaims the ball as the point guard of Northwest. Oh, we got a break going on. First steal for West. And it's a bucket. We like to see it. A little momentum change. Cam Vaughn tripped over gravity again. West ball. Coleman dives in. Finally gets the bucket. Northwest letting a few easy buckets slide. Coleman is taking advantage of that wide open hole and finally gets the bucket after a few missed attempts after doing that. Navarrete in the near corner. Coleman hit the deck. And Patterson gets her first of the night. Coleman still on the deck. And it turned into a West possession. We have a mystery guest on the floor for West. Edwards, Patterson. Nave Didn't get the 3-4 line jumper, but it turned into West possession anyway. Coleman putting on the Jets. Almost got the ball turnover, but mystery player has the ball for West. Coleman, nothing's there. That would do it. 43-12. Northwest rolls over them at home. And we're going to kick it to Kevin, who's got the voice of the boys game. And we're going to take it with him.
The girls now, we're going to keep it right here for a moment.
All right.
Girls got a win they really needed. They needed a dominating victory. They got it here tonight against West, trying to get some momentum, getting into playoff action, which will start here in 10 days. So it's a good night for Northwest, and albeit the opponent was a West team that did not have a lot of bench strength, didn't have any bench period, that with their low numbers, but it was still good to have that go.
Yeah, it was. Kevin's guarding the...
We're going to take a 2-minute timeout here in just a second. It is senior night here at West, and while they're doing their senior night ceremonies, I had hoped to reprise the Meet the Grizzlies segment on Carly Wimberly, because as far as I'm concerned, she's the star of the game tonight. And if we can get her up here, we'll have a chat with her. But that particular segment, for whatever reason, is not in my computer file, so I couldn't go to it. We're gonna look at our visit again with senior Sasha Reed, and that'll come up here in approximately 2 minutes from the time that we send it away from here. Once again, Grizzlies win 43-12 in the girls' game, and I'm just trying to decide how much I can compete with those drums.
You can.
They've got 5 bass drums over there. One of them is a super bass. I mean, that thing is, they got to have a 6-foot circumference, or 6-foot diameter, I should say. That thing is huge, and that's what you can hear in the background. That's what's drowning us out. But you know what? Despite their team struggles, as West is winless on the season, there's a lot of enthusiasm here at West High, though. A good turnout, on what quite frankly is a pretty miserable night outside. It's darn cold, if you ask me. The wind chill's in the teens, so it's a cold night. It is senior night, and I know that's part of the reason the crowd was here. But even so, it's good to see them turn out and support their Pioneers. And the Grizzlies, they travel well here. We've got a nice Grizzly crowd on hand, and they're still coming in as well, Elizabeth. So, pardon me. Promises to be pretty exciting boys contest.
Yeah, it definitely will be.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and send it to our commercial break, and then Sasha Reed will be our Meet the Grizzlies bonus segment. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
It's halftime, and we're joined at halftime on our Meet the Grizzlies segment by number 24, forward Sasha Reed. Sasha, first of all, welcome, and glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your family, if you would, please.
They always come to a game. My mom, dad, sometimes my little brother or my sister, my grandparents. I really care about my grades. I have like a 3.6 GPA. Yeah.
Congratulations, first of all, on a 3.6 GPA. That is awesome. You keep up the good work in the grade department, okay? It's important. You are a senior, and since you mentioned your grade point average, obviously you're got to be giving some thought to what you want to do after you leave Northwest.
Yeah. I want to go into physical therapy. Yeah.
Where do you want to study at? Have you decided?
Mm-mm.
You got time to do that yet. Yeah. And physical therapy is a great field to get into. And you'd probably be a very good physical therapist, I'm sure. So what's your favorite subject here at school?
Probably, right now it's probably psychology. Yeah.
Okay. Why is that?
We like learn about our different emotions, why, and how we do stuff, and I find it interesting. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Last and not least, did I ask her about goals? Okay. We're going to cut that. Come back here in 3, 2, 1. Tell us, if you will, your personal goals on the basketball court, as well as what you would feel be the goals for your team.
My goals are to, one, have a better record than we did last year. And for me personally, I want to make more threes. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, best of luck to you. We hope you have a great season. Hope the team wins a boatload of games this year. And I know you're one of the leaders on the floor being a senior, so they're going to be counting on you.
Thank you.
Sasha Reed, our guest here at halftime on our Meet the Guest segment. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 60-second timeout, and then we'll be back with the second half of tonight's varsity contest. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
to redefine yourself,
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Welcome back to West High with our executive producer, JoJo Vann, Elizabeth Dibben, Kevin Arkin with you. We're in between games. Boys will tip it off in 18 minutes. And to that end, it's time to take it to our pregame interview with head coach Andy Hill prior to tonight's varsity contest, an important contest. Grizzlies trying to secure home court advantage for the fall of Sub-State. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break and then send you to the interview with Coach Hill, and then we'll be back with starting lineups and more. So stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz. Pardon me. And this is Grizzly Basketball. Cut.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Head boys coach Andy Hill. Coach, first of all, congratulations on a outstanding performance by the boys on Tuesday night against the Titans.
Yeah, thank you. I thought we played really well against South. It kind of felt like we got back to playing the way that we had been playing for a lot of the year. I felt like for a couple games We really hadn't been the best version of us as far as playing fast and speeding the other team up and the kind of stuff that's made us successful. So we got back to some of that stuff. We were a little more aggressive defensively, sped them up, got them in some traps and things like that. And so it was good. It was a good night, and hopefully we can build on that momentum.
What happened in the second quarter? The second quarter was an explosion. After a very even 10-9 first quarter, all of a sudden, Northwest exploded for 21 points in the second quarter while holding the other team to only 9. So to get yourself a nice halftime lead, what happened there?
I think we just got more aggressive defensively, really on both sides, offense and defense, but especially our defense. We went and trapped them in a few spots on the floor. We were able to force some turnovers, which led to some easy buckets, and then I think offensively we got more aggressive there. Also, just attacking the basket, playing a little bit faster and more at our pace.
And the best part about it is, at least to the best of my knowledge, nobody got hurt in any of that, so that you didn't have to worry about injury or anything, and you were able to please the crowd.
Yep. It was a good night.
So you take on West High. You're still projecting yourself to be the number 3 seed overall because you certainly didn't lose anything on Tuesday. That makes this game really important, does it not?
Yeah, it does. Every time you take the floor in the City League, it's going to be a battle, and there's a lot of very well coached teams and well prepared teams, and West is certainly one of those. Coach Brumbelow does a great job, fantastic job with his team. So we know we're going to get their best. It's senior night for them, so they're going to be really ready to go. They've got a really good senior class that's with a few guys that have been playing varsity for 3 or 4 years. So we're excited about the opportunity and definitely want to keep the momentum going.
Do you anticipate anything different with the West team tonight than the one we played the first time around?
Not anything different in terms of personnel or what they're going to do. But I do think that they're executing at a higher level right now. I think they're playing more confidently than they were. They've won a couple in a row, so I fully expect it to be a battle and be a close competitive game. And hopefully we can break off a run here or there and create a little bit of separation. But Wes is definitely going to be ready to go.
Okay, I'm assuming we're going to be ready to go as well, and that the boys understand how important this is, and they'll be out there playing like they did in the second quarter last time in the first quarter this time.
That's always the hope. You want to start fast and be ready to go from the jump. High school kids sometimes have other ideas, but definitely. We'll have them prepared, and I know the guys are all locked in, not just on this individual game, but on the overall scope of the season and the goals that we have. And, there's just there's a good energy, around the team right now and around practices. And so I think that's going to hopefully fuel us well moving forward.
Best of luck tonight against the Pioneers, and we'll look forward to a visit before our own senior night next Tuesday when Cape and Mount Carmel comes to our building.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Head coach Andy Hill on our pregame visit. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by.
Or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
to redefine yourself,
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
And welcome back to Northwest basketball. We're at West High, and we're going to let the pep band blow you away. Enjoy.
Welcome back. We're at West High, Northwest and West boys about to tip it off. And while I was downstairs getting starting lineups, visited with our athletic director, Lance Steginger, talking about girls' possibilities, and there is a chance there's a chance we could stay home. I'm not going to speculate with you on who we might play, but if things fall a certain way, we'll stay home. If we stay home, we'll do the game for sure, wherever it is. It won't be at Northwest. So we'll see what happens. We won't know until Wednesday of next week, after the Tuesday night games have been played, as to who is going to do what, where, and when. We'll have all that for you. We'll have it posted on NWHS Grizz, when and where we'll play and who will play. So stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, the boys are playing for home court advantage through Sub-State. If they win tonight, right now, if things ended right now before this game, we're the number 3 seed. If they win tonight, they can do no worse than be the number 1 seed after the night is over. And with one game to go against Cape and Mount Carmel, they should be pretty much locked up for home court in the first 2 rounds, which would be the sub-state rounds of the playoffs. So this game all of a sudden is really important. And it's even more important because of the upset loss at Southeast last week when the Buffaloes came back to beat us in overtime. You know, that changed the entire complexion of what's going on in the playoff sphere. So makes this game really important for Northwest. As you heard Coach Hill talk, everybody is healthy on this team, which is a good thing, especially this time of year when bumps and bruises can be more and more pronounced. So Elizabeth Dibben, an important contest here tonight for the boys.
Yeah, definitely. With the records being 14-4 for Northwest and West being 7-10. So that would definitely help us out if we get a win underneath our belt.
We're looking forward to the start of this one.
Yep.
And before we go to the, I forgot I did that. Before we go to the introduction of the starting lineups and everything, can you load us up with a 1-minute timeout? And we'll give our sponsors, let's load up the sponsor list and let's give our sponsors the thanks that they deserve. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly basketball.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who
Back at West High and waiting the introduction of the starting lineups. We do not know if there will be a national anthem before this game as well. With the band here, that is always a possibility. And unlike Northwest, where the band is in the corner, here they put the band right in the middle of the stands.
Which makes them stand out more, but we have to compete against them. It's not fair.
And that's pretty good pep band, if I do say so.
Yeah, they really do have a good pep band.
They're doing a fine job, and you know, I don't think we've been to a school yet that had a bad pep band. I really mean that. I think they've all been very, very good.
I mean, the drums pull it off.
They are the winners for the drums. I always thought our drum corps was pretty good.
Yeah. But now we're
and they are, but
looks like we are gonna do a national anthem. We're gonna turn it over to them and let them do the national anthem, folks.
I think so. An excellent rendition of the national anthem by one of the West High students. I'd love to give you his name if I had it, but unfortunately I do not. So now he did a great job, however. Now it's time for the introduction of the starting lineups. And we will start with the visiting team, the Grizzlies of Northwest High School. They're dressed in their road blue uniforms with blue numerals and gold trim. And leading it off is a 5'9" senior guard, number 2, Tayshawn Williams. Number 4 is a 5'11" sophomore guard, Darian Hammond. A 6-foot junior guard, number 5, Eli Benning. 5'10" junior guard, Jayshawn Dirting, getting the start tonight. And finally, 6'2" senior forward, Jace Glasper, and I'm going to take that back. I checked the wrong one. Jerome Henderson, number 11, a 6'3" forward, is starting, not Dirting. For West High, 6'3" senior guard, number 2 is Rob Basks. 5'8" senior guard, number 3 is Samaj James. 6 foot senior guard, Trayshawn Higgins, number 4. Number 10 is a 6-foot junior forward, Caleb Mahomes, no relation. And finally, a 6'6" senior forward, number 21, Gavin Phillips. Head coach for the Pioneers is Tommy Brumbelow. He's assisted by Marcus Carter and Micah Womax. And of course, West High is in their home white uniforms with gold numerals and maroon trim. Grizzlies will play from right to left in the first half. Jace Glasper set to take the opening tip for Northwest. And I'm going to guess and say it's going to be Gavin Phillips taking it for West High. We'll see how right I am. And the old prognosticator is right once again. It'll be Phillips and Glasper for the opening tip. Waiting for the music to stop. Referee has blown the whistle. He's getting set to start it. Ball's in the air, and West High wins the opening tip. And bringing it up the floor is Basks. Grizzlies fall into a man-to-man initially. There's Phillips with it now. And he gives it off to Higgins. Higgins back to Phillips. Phillips, nice ball underneath. It's tipped out by Northwest. It'll stay with West High. If you're just joining us, we're just underway. It's the boys' contest here at West High against the Pioneers. Rob Bass puts it up for a 3 off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Glasper. Hammond sends it over to Williams. Williams now to Eli Benning. Benning runs around the top of the arc, gives it off to Hammond. Back to Williams. Williams pulls it back out again. 3-2 zone set up by West High. Falls to a man-to-man now. And we have a travel called on Hammond. And it'll turn over to West High. About a minute into the first quarter, no score between the Pioneers and the Grizzlies. Rob Bass will bring it down the floor. He gives it off to James. James underneath off the glass, no good. The rebound shot is blocked. James has it again, dishes it off to Bass. James back to Bass. Bass on the far side. On the near side is James up for 3. It's off the side of the rim, no good. Out of bounds, off of Caleb Mahomes. And the Grizzlies will make the first substitution of the night as Franklin AQ comes in for Darian Hammond.
And also, you gotta watch out for Bask when he's on the corners. He has He has hit 115 career threes and counting. So he is a deadly sharpshooter from beyond the arc. You got to watch out for that guy.
Tayshawn Williams, top of the key for Northwest. 3-2 zone again by West High. James is guarding Williams. Williams gets around him. Dishes it underneath. That was intended for Benning. It was tipped out by Higgins. It will stay with Northwest. Still no score, 2 minutes in. Ball inbounded. Glasper is fouled. That'll be the first foul of the night on either team. And I think they're going to charge that one to Gavin Phillips. They do. Grizzlies will inbound. Williams has it for Northwest. To Benning. Benning. Driving into the corner. Glasper for three. Off the heel. No good. And that one's going to go out of play. Was it last touched? No, it was not touched. It will turn over to West High. Elizabeth, I'll tell you that this is the largest crowd at a West High game I have seen in the last 5 years.
I believe you, Kevin.
It is almost full of West fans on the other side. Northwest also drew very well tonight. This is a big game for both teams.
Still
Long
no
three
bucket.
misses. Swept off the glass by Williams. Sends it down. Glasper to Benning. Benning in the paint. Back to Glasper. AQ now with it. Gives it back to Benning. Benning pulls it all the way out to center.
There's still no score on the board, guys. This is impressive.
3 minutes gone, no score. And now we have a whistle. It'll be Northwest ball. They're going to call a foul away from the ball. And the foul's going to be called on Samaj James. That'll be his first. Team foul number 2 for West High. Ball inbounded to Glasper. Benning for three. Well, that'll turn it over to West as it got stuck there on the backboard.
That just tells you the type of game that we're having. Like, oh my God.
Well, that's interesting. They're giving it back to Northwest. Maybe I missed something on the rules. I don't know. That one's off the rim. No good. We're still scoreless. West High with the ball. Here they come. Trying to draw first blood. 18-footer. Good.
Finally.
2-0 West.
Finally, West draws the first blood
West
of the night.
breaks the ice for both teams. Now the Grizzlies looking to get their Schneider off the board. Fouls on Mahomes. Third team foul on West High here in the first quarter. Grizzlies will inbound. Williams looking for some help and gets it out to AQ. Back to Williams. Williams pulls it all the way out. Now he drives. Top of the key, dishes it off. Glasper underneath, doesn't go. Tried a two-hander and it didn't go in. And West High will come down. James at the free throw stripe, puts it up, it's good. Grizzlies trail 4-0.
Now this game's slowly.
Williams driving, puts it up from 12 feet off the front of the rim, no good.
This game is slowly slipping away from Northwest.
Well, it's not slipping away, but we're giving West plenty of opportunity. Mahomes gives it back over to Higgins. Underneath, picked off. Nice job by Henderson to pick that one off. Williams will bring it down. Be nice to see the Grizzlies score on this trip. Henderson has his shot blocked, but he was fouled in the process, and Henderson will go to the line to shoot two. And that foul will also put West High at the limit. So any other fouls in this quarter will result in free throws for Northwest. Henderson looking to get rid of the goose egg. Ball's up and no good. And the Grizzlies will make some substitutions here.
Northwest still hasn't scored.
And they're not going to wait. They're not going to sub unless we score here because the shooter is the one coming out. Second one is good, and the Grizzlies trail 4-1. Coming in for Henderson is number 22, Ajadius Red, the 6'5" junior forward for the Grizzlies. He will join Jace Glasper, Franklin AQ, Eli Benning, and Tayshawn Williams. Your 5 on the floor here in the first quarter. Bringing the ball down the floor, Christian Laws in the game for West High. Laws sends it across the way to Higgins. Higgins gives it to Basks, back to Higgins now. Spin move by Phillips, and he's fouled. That'll put him at the line to shoot a pair. Three minutes remaining, first quarter. Grizzlies currently down 4-1. A low-scoring quarter.
Absolutely. While Phillips is on the line, we're gonna tell him the stats. 13.5 points per game and 6 rebounds. He is currently leading West in those divisions.
His first free throw is good. He'll get one more. In the meantime, Darian Hammond subbed back in for AQ. And both free throws are made. The Grizzlies are down by 5. 6-1, 3 to go. First quarter. Benning to Williams. And that attempt is blocked. Nice job by West High. They'll bring it down the floor again. And they give it to Basks. Basks gives it to James, back to Rob Basks. Higgins over there on the far side. Now there's a three-point bomb, good. Grizzlies down 9-1 with 2:30 to go, and Northwest is going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout being taken by the Grizzlies with 2:22 remaining in the first quarter. Pardon me, in the first quarter. Grizzlies down by 8. They don't have a field goal in this quarter.
That just tells you the type of game that we're having. Either Northwest is laying goose eggs or West has incredible defense. One or the other. Or it could be both.
That's probably a combination of ingredients.
I mean, we beat West our last matchup. So I don't know what's happening.
That band is so loud I cannot hear Elizabeth in my headset.
I can't hear Kevin either. That's how loud.
You can't hear me, that band is loud. Grizzlies bring it up the floor. Benning and Williams take care of that. 3-2 zone again by West. Hammond now.
That 3-2 zone is working.
Into the corner for Red, back out to Hammond. Benning calling a play. Williams back to Benning. A long three by Benning off the heel, no good. Rebound goes out of play, turn it over to West High. Well, nothing's going right for the Grizzlies here in the first quarter. Liam Calvert will come in for the Grizzlies, number 15, the 6'2" junior forward.
To give him a fresh pair of legs.
Rob Bass with the ball for the Pioneers. Gets across the timeline. Double team there, he's in trouble.
There we go.
Picked off by Williams. 3-on-1 break, and the Grizzlies finally get a field goal.
There we go. Now we're putting on full court.
That was all defense. And it was all Williams.
Defense has got to win this ball game.
Bass with it, gives it off to Phillips. Phillips Sends it in the corner to Higgins. Brings it back out now, gives it to Bass again. Bass has Benning all over him. Turns around, puts up a 12-footer, misses everything. There to get the ball is Williams. He sends it forward to Hammond off the glass and counted. 9-5. Grizzlies have cut the lead in half. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. That one falls for...
No, it didn't.
Oh, it didn't fall.
It rimmed out.
I beg your pardon. I thought that went in. As such, it turns over to Northwest. Grizzlies will substitute Henderson back in for Glasper.
I forgot to stop it. Let me just...
Benning brings the ball up the floor. 35 seconds to go. Williams for three. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded there by Higgins. Higgins underneath and count the basket. Nice play to get it to Mahomes.
Mahomes always delivers.
Benning will play for one with 10 seconds on the clock. In the paint, Henderson spin move underneath. Liam Calvert can't get it to go. Rebound to West. That one will not count. Well, not our finest hour for sure. West High came to play on their senior night. It's 11-5. Pioneers will be back with the second quarter after this. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Am I did a 30?
That's all right.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Back at a very loud and raucous West High School on their senior night. Grizzlies trail 11-5 after one. They didn't get their first field goal until there was 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. A tribute to the defense of the Pioneers. West High will get the ball first here in the second quarter.
Let me tell you, that defense is pure.
All righty, we are underway. There's James with the ball for the Pioneers. He gives it off to Basks. Man-to-man defense by Northwest. Grizzlies don't play a lot of zone. Christian Laws with it. And he gives it to Phillips. I think I've said everybody once. There's a three-pointer that's short. But the rebound goes to the Pioneers. Rebounded by Trez Hardiman. Bass over here. A three-pointer is no good by Christian Laws. Rebounded by Benning. He brings it down the floor. And his lay-in doesn't go. And the Grizzlies just can't find the basket. Williams, now they're going to call a timeout. West High calls this timeout. It is a 30-second timeout.
We'll keep it
Our
here.
next broadcast will be Tuesday night. We will be at home for our senior night. And we'll take on the Crusaders of Cape and Mount Carmel in a doubleheader. Senior night festivities will occur between games, and we will bring you those live as they occur.
We mentioned West, but we need to mention Northwest on the other side. Number 5, Eli Benning has 13.5 points and 6.7 assists, is ranked number 2 in assists as well, just to speed people up on what's going on.
Second quarter underway, and West High with the ball. Phillips has it for the Pioneers. He'll pull it back out, looking for some help. And on the near side, Christian Hardiman thought about a 3 now. Up off the glass by Phillips. Grizzlies are down by 8 here, folks.
As the supposed number 3 seed. They're not playing like the number 3 seed.
Benning to Williams. Williams in the corner. Hammond for 3. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Benning.
Wow.
Benning couldn't keep it. It's taken away by West. James will fight for the held ball and on the alternating possession. It will go to the Grizzlies. The alternating possession, of course, arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports. Benning will inbound to Calvert. Henderson back to Benning. Benning driving into the paint. Gives it to Hammond. Hammond pulls it back out. Benning over now on the far side.
I'm sorry, the
This
scream
one goes out of bounds. We have a foul called.
The scream threw
Have
me
I not
off.
seen you somewhere before? Students from Wichita State are here passing out fingers. Fortunately, it's the correct finger. Williams to shoot a pair. First one is up, no good.
My mom got a foam finger. Life is good.
Glasper comes back in, replacing Calvert.
It's a good day when
Williams'
you get a
second
foam finger.
Is no good as well. That's very unusual for him to miss 2. It stays 13-5. 5:45 to go till halftime.
What is going on?
Hardiman is able to get rid of it. Now underneath, we have a foul called. Unbelievable. Where's the jump ball when we need it? That foul's going to be on Glasper. First team foul for him and the team in this quarter.
I can't tell who's getting more mad, the ref or the coach.
James to Basks. Pass to Phillips. Phillips puts it up off the heel, no good. The rebound to West, and a nice job by Samaj James, not only to save the ball, but as he was taking it out of bounds, bounced it off a Grizzly player. They're going to give it to the Grizzlies anyway. They're saying he was out. I bet if I looked at that replay 10 times, I'd disagree with that because I thought he was in the air when he threw it.
All I saw was Michael Jordan going through the air. I didn't see that.
On the near side, Eli Benning brings it up. He tried to pass it into Glasper, and an errant pass is picked off, and here comes Phillips with it for West High. Pardon me. Phillips gives it in to Mahomes.
Now, if we're talking about football, Mahomes is my nightmare. Talking about NFL-wise.
Basks. Actually, that's Craig Hardiman that inbounded it. Phillips has it now. And now Basks has it. Into Phillips. He lays
beautiful.
it in. That's a great pass by Rob Bass Jr. to get it into Hardiman, and the Grizzlies are down by 10. Eli Benning off the rim, no good, and nothing is falling for Northwest. There's a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Henderson. It is. It's his first foul. Ball inbounded by West. Bass will bring it down on the far side. 4:25 to go. till halftime. Grizzlies down by 10.
We got our foul.
They have a foul called on, I think it was an offensive foul, and they called it, they called it on Phillips, his second. Into the corner for Hammond. Back out to Benning. He almost lost it. Alley-oop play, count it. We got a basket. There we go. Let's get it started.
That counts for something.
And that one will go out of bounds to West High. Franklin EQ will come back in for Hammond for Northwest. He'll join Benning, Henderson, Glasper, and Williams. James has it. Benning steals it. Up, off the glass, count it, there we go. Grizzlies down by 6 now. They've still got plenty of time in this half to work on this lead of West High. Now there's going to be a foul against Glasper, I think.
The fouls, I swear.
It is on Glasper, his second. Jadius Red comes in for Northwest, replacing Glasper, who will probably sit for the rest of the half. Phillips takes the inbound pass. We're back underway. West High with the ball and a 6-point lead. Around the horn.
There it is.
That one is deflected out. No, it was not touched. It goes out of play to Northwest. I thought Williams might have gotten a hand on it, but evidently not. Ball's inbounded for Eli Benning. He'll pick it up, and we're back underway. Spin move. Benning up, short. AQ with a rebound. It comes back out to Benning. Benning feeds it wide. Williams, he thought about a three, now gives it back to Benning. Benning into the paint, over to the near side. AQ from 12 feet, off the rim, doesn't go, rebounded. Put back is good by Red. And the Grizzlies within 4.
We were originally down by 8, so this will looking good.
We were down by 10.
Oh, 10, even worse.
They've scored 6 in a row to cut it to 4. West High with the ball now. Hardiman gives it to Matt Mahomes. Now a nice feed inside. There's Hardiman for 3. Good. Drake Hardiman gets the 3. And the Grizzlies down by a touchdown. Timeout being called. It's a full timeout taken by Northwest. We'll take it with them. 2:17 to go. 18-11 Grizzlies trail. We'll be back. This is Grizzly basketball.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
to redefine yourself,
to improve yourself,
to challenge yourself,
to realize.
We start to get some momentum going. West popped the balloon with a big three-pointer from Drake Hardiman. Grizzlies still have 2 minutes, 17 seconds till halftime to chip away at this 7-point lead. It was as much as 10 only a couple of minutes ago. They got it down to 6. And Hammond will pick it up and give it to Eli Benning. EQ was on the floor again with those two, along with Henderson, who just put it up and missed. Rebound to West High. And ooh. Benning almost caught himself a technical. He threw the ball up in the air in disgust, and it almost bounced off the head of one of the officials coming. No harm done. Ball's inbounded by West. Phillips with it on the far side, gives it to Hardiman. Hardiman. Oh, nice. Hardiman, a nice pass to Higgins, and Higgins scores. Grizzlies are down by 9 again. That one is just given away by the Grizzlies, and here comes Higgins. He scores again. The Grizzlies down by 11, their biggest deficit of the night. Benning gives it to AQ, back to Benning.
This crowd's electric. It's lighting up the whole building.
Very raucous crowd here tonight at West High. And that one, nice job by Benning to get it bounced off, out of bounds off of Higgins. Tayshawn Williams will return for Northwest. Grizzlies will inbound. It'll be Benning doing the chore. Gets it into Williams. Williams was almost tripped there. They didn't call anything. Now there's a foul. They did call that one, and it's going to be on Christian Laws. It's only the third team foul on West. Northwest is at the limit with 4. Ball's in again. Liam Calvert hands it off to Benning. Benning into the paint, puts it up from 10 feet. Yes. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Pull that one. Put the halftime one up. Three to go. Leading by 9. And a foul's going to be called on Tayshawn Williams, reaching in. And that puts Northwest over the limit. That'll be free throws for West. Something the doctor did not order if you're a Grizzlies fan. Samaj James is at the line. He'll shoot a pair. That's the first foul on Williams, by the way. James's first one is good. And the second one is good as well. Grizzlies are down by 11 again. 25 seconds to go in the half. And they're playing for 1, 14 on the clock. Williams to Benning. Benning looking to drive. He does. Puts it up, count it. And that's the way the half will end. Not a very good half for Northwest, but it could have been worse. At the half, it's West High 24, Northwest 15. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza in 3 minutes. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare young people in Kansas for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the...
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Welcome back to West High, where the boys varsity Grizzlies trail the West High Pioneers 24-15 at halftime. And we're joined at halftime by what should be a familiar face by now to you all. This is the senior guard for the girls team, Kenzie Edwards. And first of all, congratulations on a great win tonight.
Thank you.
Tell us about that game. That's pretty much a game in which the girls dominated from start to finish. You were kind of needing one of those.
Yeah, we were just trying to go through our plays and run everything right and do everything as a team and work together.
Any particular strategy against West High? Granted, West was winless coming into tonight. You still got to play the game, though.
Yeah.
And you still got to play well in order to beat any team, which is kind of obvious by the score with the boys. The boys are struggling. They're not playing very well at the moment.
Yeah.
So, looking ahead, you have one more game at home. That'll be senior night. You're going to take your walk,
Senior
right?
night, yeah.
And then that's against Cape and Mount Carmel. And then have you guys talked about playoff possibilities yet at all as to who you might play and where you might go?
It might be South. I forgot who the other team was. It might be South.
I did hear that South was a possibility. I heard that just tonight from Mr. Deckinger before the boys' game started. He happened to mention that to me, that there was a chance we'd be playing at South, and that would, that'd be great. It'd be in town, so that would be a good thing. And but if it's not South, pardon me, if it's not South, then you have to go somewhere else. You go somewhere else. Does it really matter at this point who you play or where you go?
No, not really. Just got to fight hard for whoever we play and work as a team and work together for the last game.
Yeah. You're coming up on the end of the season here with playoffs looming and what have you. Now you have to look forward after the season is over. You'll be on the path to graduation. And what are your plans personally for life after Northwest?
I want to be a barber, so looking into a barber school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. I'd I'd let you work on me, but you wouldn't have very much to work with.
Yeah.
So, well, that's a great calling, great career. And there are several good barber colleges in the Wichita area. Is there one in particular you're looking at?
Yeah. No, I haven't started looking into one specific.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay. Well, we wish you the best of luck as that progresses. Once you leave Northwest, well, best of luck to you Tuesday against Capon, and of course in the playoffs wherever you may end up going. Okay. Best of luck to you and all the rest of your team.
Thank you.
Kenzie Edwards, our guest here at halftime. We're going to go ahead and take a one more 1-minute timeout, and then we'll come back with the third quarter of tonight's varsity boys game. So stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz. At halftime, and they're going to need to turn this one around.
Yeah, they
in a real hurry. This is an important game for playoff seeding.
Yeah, it definitely is, Kevin.
You know, if they lose this game, they lose the opportunity to control their own destiny.
Yeah, 100%.
So they need to win this one in order to get that home court advantage for all of Sub-State in the first 2 rounds next week or a week after next.
But we're going to give another shout out to Kenzie Edwards for coming on the show. She
did a good job. That was literally a spur of the moment thing. The only reason she was up here is that she's sitting right down here, right 1 row below us. And during the commercial break, I went over and tapped her on the shoulder and told her she was going to be a guest. So that's how much notice she got. She did a fine job.
Yeah, and she did really well against West. So the whole team did.
They played well. The girls played well against the Pioneers.
They did.
Grizzlies are going to play from left to right here in the second half, and they will. West High will get the ball to start the third quarter on the alternating possession. On the floor for Northwest, Tayshawn Williams, Darian Hammond, Eli Benning, Jerome Henderson, and Jace Glasper. And we are underway here in the third quarter. James with the ball. James has it again now on the near side. Sends it over to Rob Basks Jr., guarded by Williams. Phillips with it. Underneath to Bask. He still got it. Good pass. And back to Phillips. He lays it up and doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Benning. Grizzlies with a chance to take advantage here of the miss. Up and get in there. Yes, sir. Grizzlies score first in the third quarter. They're down by 7 points. That's Higgins with it for West High, giving it off to Samaj James. Now back to Higgins on the far side. Higgins tried to feed it into James. It's going to go out of play and stay with West. It bounced off of one of the Northwest players. Unfortunate break for the Grizzlies. as it was an errant pass to start with. Out it comes to Phillips. Phillips to Mahomes. He gives it to Higgins again. That one's picked off. Here's Hammond with it. Hammond, oh, he tried to get it over to Glasper and it was knocked out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. Nice defensive play by the Grizzlies to get possession. Now they can work for a quality shot.
Score.
Eli Benning gives it to Glasper. Glasper to Henderson, back to Benning. Williams at the top of the key with it. He drives along the baseline, puts it up, it's blocked. And we have a foul going for the rebound. Grizzlies will maintain possession. First foul on West High. It'll be charged to Higgins. I'm sorry, to Mahomes. It's his third foul. Benning off the glass, good. And the Grizzlies have it within 5 again. That's 24-19, 6:05 to go, third quarter. On the far side, Basks has it. Fed into Gavin Phillips. Motion offense for West. They give it to Mahomes. Mahomes to Higgins. And Higgins to Basks again. Grizzlies man-to-man, playing very tight here in the third quarter. Phillips with it for Samaj James was in real trouble, and now we have a timeout taken by West. It's a full timeout, so we're going to take that timeout as well. 24-21, Grizzlies trail. We'll be back. This is Grizzly basketball. Higgins got in underneath unmolested and puts it home. And Benning is going to draw the foul, first foul of the third quarter. It's on Samaj James, and it's his third. And I take it back, it's the second team foul on West. Inbounded, lay it in. Get in there, ball. Come on. Ball did everything but fall through the. Ball obviously didn't listen to me either. Grizzlies with the ball. Will inbound here. Henderson feeds it over to Glasper. His pass was blocked. Goes out of play, and it will stay with Northwest, and a lucky break for the Grizzlies. Ball's inbounded to Eli Benning. Benning, oh, he tried an alley-oop play, and they weren't on the same page there at the moment. Eli Benning sends it across to Glasper. He thought about a three and put it back down. Gives it to Hammond. Hammond to Williams. Williams pulls it out. Gives it to Benning. Benning at the stripe in the paint, and he's fouled. That will not count. Foul is on Higgins. That is his first foul. And West is now at the limit with 4 minutes and plus going here in the third quarter. West High's at the limit on fouls, so Grizzlies will be shooting free throws every time for the rest of the quarter. Shot by Williams does not go. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Here they come down the floor. Underneath Phillips. Had the ball stripped away. Unfortunately, it went off of Benning, and Benning is protesting that call, saying no, it went off of Phillips, but it's going to stay with the Pioneers. Still a good play by Eli Benning. Higgins with it, top of the key for the Pioneers. Underneath, it's deflected by Glasper, and a three-point bomb put up there by Hardiman. And it's an 8-point differential again. Traveling called against Northwest. We'll turn it right back over to the Pioneers. Trey Hardiman brings it up the floor for the Pioneers. Grizzlies trying to spoil the senior night for the West High basketball program. There's a foul called on Eli Benning. That'll be the first team foul of the third quarter for Northwest, and it's also Eli's first. Bask and James both return to the lineup for West High. 29-21, Grizzlies trail, 3:14 to go, third quarter. Phillips takes it. And he will give it off to Bass, who puts up a three. It's short. Hammond gets over there for the rebound. It goes out off of Phillips. No, it goes out off of Hammond, and they're going to give it back to West. And it comes to Hardiman. Now to Basks. Phillips and James for three. Nothing but net. You cannot leave him unmarked for an uncontested three. He's made three of them that way so far in the game, and the Grizzlies are down by 11 again. There's a bank shot for a three by Williams, and a full timeout being taken by Northwest. 2:39 to go. West 32, Grizzlies 24. We'll be back after this. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball. Take it out when it's done.
All right. All right, and welcome back to West. West leading 32-14 with 2:39 left in the third quarter. Get your popcorn ready because here comes Kevin.
Get your popcorn ready. I'd just soon have some points.
Oh, I want that. I want that as a Christmas gift.
All I want is some points. Grizzlies are on the floor again. No change in the lineup. West High inbounds. Phillips has it. He's got Glasper in front of him. Henderson's out there. Williams, Benning, and Hammond. That's your five on the floor here in the latter stages of quarter number 3. Basks gives it to Higgins. Actually, they're over the limit. Offensive foul will give the ball to Northwest. 32-24.
They're slowly losing it. They're slowly.
Benning into the corner to Henderson. Now here's Williams at the stripe. He pulls it back out. Benning puts it up from 12, too far, and it's rebounded by Hardiman. Hardiman sends it up to Higgins, and Higgins will not lay it in. It partially blocked.
Come on. Come
Three
on.
ball.
Come on.
Doesn't
Oh.
go. Rebound to the Grizzlies. They'll get another chance at it. Here's Williams.
Oh.
From the stripe.
Oh.
Grizzlies cannot buy a basket again. Now we have a foul called. It'll probably be on AQ.
Beautiful ankle breaker. No basket.
It is a foul on AQ. It's the second team foul on Northwest. It's also AQ's first foul.
Me and the cameraman are freaking out on the sideline. Kevin is chilling. Oh my.
Dunk on the part of the Northwest Grizzlies.
Northwest.
But it is a shooting foul. Grizzlies will go to the line and shoot two.
Northwest has to win the fourth quarter. Repeat, Northwest has to win the fourth quarter in order to win this freaking ball game. They have to win.
Henderson at the line to shoot two.
They have to win the rest of this quarter and win the fourth quarter.
Henderson missed his first one. Free throws have not been good for Northwest tonight. Second one is good. Gets it back to a 7-point game. 48 seconds to go, third quarter. We have Bass bringing it up the floor. He almost it is over at Bass. He stepped on the line. A break for Northwest. 38 to go. They might play for one. Tayshawn Williams with the ball. 2-3 zone set up by West High and a foul called. West High is already over the limit, so that'll be free throws for Eli Benning. And how many gift free throws can we get before we get some? First one is up and good.
I gotta say, I love West atmosphere. I love it.
Second one from Benning. Also good. He makes them both.
Those are clutch three
Grizzlies
throws.
got the lead down to 5 again.
Those are clutch three throws right there.
Now they need to make a stop before the quarter is over. And AQ is going to be guilty of another foul. That's only the third on the team, so it's not a problem. It's going to be the second on AQ. Bass gives it to Phillips. Phillips pulls it back out. They may play for one. Bass underneath. Nope. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Benning. 9 seconds to go. Benning still with it. Underneath. Dishes it away. Glasper thought about a three, and now a foul called. Grizzlies are going to go to the line with 1 second to go and shoot 2 free throws. It'll be Glasper doing it. He can get it down to a 3-point game going into the fourth quarter with these two.
Come on, Glasper.
First one is good. .2 on the clock to be accurate. Makes them both. It's a 3-point game. That one will not count. Well, we're going to go into the fourth quarter. It could be a lot worse. We trailed by 9 at half. We're trailed by 3 now. 32-29. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly basketball.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Back at West High, couldn't ask for a better finish. Going into the fourth quarter, Grizzlies trail the Pioneers 32-29. On the floor for Northwest, it's Tayshawn Williams, Eli Benning, Franklin AQ, Jace Glasper, and Jerome Henderson. And the Grizzlies will get the ball to start play in the fourth quarter. Eli Benning with it, driving, gives it away. Back to Williams. He needs to tell that band director you don't play during play. Williams over here to Glasper on the near side. Glasper has it bounced off his hand, and it's going to stay with Northwest. The ball knocked out of play by a Pioneer. Inbounded to Glasper. Henderson with it. Underneath, put it up, count it. Grizzlies trail by 1. They trailed by 11 in the third quarter. They've come all the way back almost. Bass with it for the Pioneers, gives it to Higgins, who lays it in. 34-31 West. Benning brings it up the floor, gives it to Williams.
Like I said, Northwest has to win the fourth quarter in order to win this ball game.
Williams back over to Benning. Benning into the corner. Glasper thought about a three. Alley-oop play. Oh, he missed the lay-in. Henderson had an easy lay-in and rebound to the Pioneers. Higgins will send it up. It's knocked out of play by Benning into the West High bench.
I'm going to start biting my nails how close this game is. Jesus, man.
AQ comes out. Hammond comes back in for him. James dishes it off to Phillips. Phillips on the far side, a long three. Short. Rebounded by Benning. Benning with lots of help gets it down there. Hammond for three. Short. And a foul called on the rebound, I believe. It is on the rebound, so they won't be shooting free throws. That is the... Oh, they actually called that on Henderson. That's his third, team's first. I'd have called it the other way, but I would not be down there. James, double team, gets away from Benning. Almost had it picked off there. Bass back to James. Don't let James get an easy shot. That one is blocked. Nope, they're going to call Benning for a foul. He got the arm.
That would have been such a nice block if they... that would have been a really nice block. We needed that type of block.
James will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Second team foul on Northwest here in period number 4. James trying to make it a 2-possession game again, and so far he does not. He'll get one more. And the second one misses as well. It's a 1-possession game. There's a break for Northwest. And there's a steal, and that went out of bounds off the ref. And the ref is considered part of the floor, so the ball turns over to Northwest. Williams inbounding to Benning. Benning underneath. There you go. Glasper scores.
Northwest playing a 2-to-1 zone.
That one is mishandled and picked off by Northwest. Benning will bring it down the floor. He feeds it in to Henderson. Henderson fed it off and the shot was missed. Loose ball on the floor. What are they going to call? Jump ball. And on the alternating possession, unfortunately, it'll go to the Pioneers. Another reason why that is arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports.
Possessions like that can either cost you the game or win the game.
James with it for West, gives it to Phillips, back to James. James in uncontested, picked off. Eli Benning brings it down, sends it into Henderson, lay it in, yes! Back to Hardiman, he puts up a 3-ball. Off the rim, no good, rebounded by Benning. Williams saying, take your time.
The time is going for Northwest, not against it this time.
Eli Benning. They call Benning for a charge. Third team foul on Northwest. And the third foul on Eli.
These refs are not letting any foul slip by them.
Bass brings it down the floor. Gives it to Hardiman. Now to James. Eli went flying, no call.
He just got butt slapped.
Timeout has been taken. We'll keep it right here. Give you a summary of what's going on, folks. 4:01 to go in the fourth. Grizzlies lead 35-34.
I'm going to update.
West has not committed a foul in this quarter. Grizzlies have 3. And timeout-wise, Grizzlies have 3 left, and West High has 1.
Honestly, I'm surprised Northwest West hasn't drawn any fouls.
They haven't committed any. They haven't needed to. They've had the lead the whole time. No changes in personnel for Northwest. Same 5 are out there. Hardiman gives it off on the near side to James. James pulls it back out. Gives it to Mahomes. That was intended for James, and Eli knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with West. Still a good defensive play by Eli Benning. Grizzlies need to make a stop here and take the ball down the other way for a while. Mahomes to James. That one blocked by Williams, and now they're calling Williams for a foul. That'll be the 4th team foul on Northwest and the 2nd on Williams. So Northwest is at the limit. Second one is good. West High has the lead again by 1. Grizzlies came into this one 13-5 on the season, trying to get their 14th win. Benning into the paint at the stripe, puts it up, doesn't go, and that's been the story all night. Bass brings it down the floor, sends it wide. Back to Bass, now to James. James thought about it. There's a 3 from James. He missed it. Very unusual for him. Glasper brings it down the floor for Northwest. He sends it out to Hammond. And now Williams taking it and driving. And they're going to call Williams for an offensive foul. He actually knocked down 2 people. Third foul on Williams, and now the Grizzlies are over the limit. West High will have the 1-point lead and the ball. Hardiman sends it over to Bass, back to Phillips. Phillips back to Rob Basks. Bass lost the handle. No, he was fouled by Henderson, and now Bass will go to the line and shoot two.
This game has been insane from the start. Glasper trying to listen into their huddle. I love it.
I don't think he's going to learn much.
I don't think he will. He got in too late.
Rob Bass has 2 free throws coming. They already lead by 1. Now they lead by 2. And West High still has 4 fouls to give. Second one is also good. Grizzlies trail by 3 again. That 1-point lead was too precarious. Grizzlies have a chance to tie on this possession should they elect to go for 3. Benning. Phillips in front of him, gets around him, puts it up off the glass and scores. Grizzlies cut it to 1. 2:30 to go, fourth quarter. In what has been a very low scoring game. Both teams are still in the 30s.
But the action is even better than the score. The score doesn't tell you the whole picture.
It does well. It tells you it's been defense is what it tells you. Bass with it for West. Nice spin move. Gives it over here to Mahomes for 3. He misses. Mahomes gets his own rebound, sends it out to James. James lost the handle. Lost it again. And what are they going to call? Jump ball.
Our ball.
Northwest ball.
Is it still the dumbest rule in sports when it's our ball?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Just had a double check.
Double check all you want. Benning with the ball will bring it across the timeline. 1:45 to go. Glasper. Hammond, now we have a whistle and a blocking foul. That'll be the first foul on West. Again, they had 4 fouls to give, so it's really not a big deal. It is the third foul, though, on Phillips. Grizzlies will inbound. Glasper has it for Northwest. Gives it to Benning. Benning pulls it out. And another jump ball that will give it to West High, and that confirms my theory.
Hey, Kevin, I take back what I said earlier. Can I do that?
Too late now. It's out there for posterity. Franklin EQ will come in for Darian Hammond.
A good defensive player to spark up their defense. That's a good choice.
Ball's inbounded to Rob Bass. They have the ball and the lead. Grizzlies are going to have to play some strong defense here and challenge. That one.
Oh, no.
Back in deep there to Hardiman. Back out to Basks. Both Hardimans in the game for West High for the first time tonight. Bass again. Grizzlies trying to get it without fouling, but they don't have any fouls to give.
That man went flying.
Underneath, a lay in by Phillips, and we're down by 3. 37 seconds to go. Benning for three off the heel, no good. West High with the ball. Bass is fouled. There was no choice there. He had a dunk without it. He'll go to the line and shoot two, and this is a big visit to the stripe because one free throw will put him ahead by 2 scores. Andy Hill wants a full timeout. They're going to give it to him, and we're going to take it. 40-37, Grizzlies trail. Back with the rest.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
That you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
with the best tools.
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Back at West High, Grizzlies trail 40-37 with 24 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, West High has a couple of free throws coming from Rob Basks, and if he makes either one of them, we're in a world of hurt.
Hey, at least the band's nice.
I'm going to take back what I just said. It was Samash James who was fouled, not Basks. This one is huge. And he makes it. We're down by 4.
We got to score 2 baskets in 24 seconds.
Second one from James.
That
Also
iced
good.
it.
We're down by 5, 24 to go. Here we go. Grizzlies need to get a basket and call a quick timeout. There's a foul. And if we ever needed fouls, that was it. Unfortunately, it's not a shooting foul, and they had fouls to give. So it will be an inbound play. And that actually works to the advantage. Pardon me, the advantage of West. Benning will inbound it. Underneath, we got the first score. Now we need to get the ball back, but Northwest predictably takes a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. 7. Pardon me, I'm losing my voice. 17 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. We'll remind you that we are back at home on Tuesday night. Cape and Mount Carmel will come in for a doubleheader, and it's senior night. Senior night festivities will take place between games. We invite you to fill the building on Tuesday night. And if you can't come out, watch us. And if you do fill the building, bring your cell phones and you can listen to us anyway. And have they made a scoring correction? We're only down by, this is only showing us down by 3.
Yeah, that's right.
They must have made a scoring correction of some kind.
That's right, Kevin.
And unfortunately, the inbound play. Oh, they didn't make it. We just scored. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
I don't know what I wasn't thinking.
The cameraman.
On the inbound play, Gavin Phillips is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 in the same situation. 1 free throw makes it a 2-possession game. There's only 15 seconds on the clock now.
The cameraman also thought the same thing you were thinking.
Liam Calvert comes in, replacing Henderson.
I'm so confused.
Phillips' first one. Missed.
Ooh,
oh.
that was
That
clutch.
makes this one really big. Now they sub in some players, does West. They'll send in Hardiman and Holmes again. Am I reading that right? I'm sorry, it's Higgins and Mahomes that came in. Second one. It fell. Oh, that one was huge. Grizzlies have to get a basket here, and a foul called. It'll be a shooting foul, and the Grizzlies will get 3 shots. And that's really not a bad play by West because Grizzlies can't take the lead. And if he makes all 3, he really needs to miss the last one. He needs to make the first 2 and miss the last one so we can get the rebound and put in a 2-pointer to tie. That's your strategy.
That's probably what Hill's thinking too.
Trey Hardiman comes back in for the Pioneers. There's 11 seconds remaining in the game. Tayshaun Williams for 3 shots. First one, well, so much for the strategy. He had to make the first 2 in order to deliberately miss the third. Now he has to make them both. And we're not going to get the ball back. We're going to have to foul right away. So the missed free throws tonight have killed us. He makes the second one. 43-40. And he makes the third one. Okay. Grizzlies, somebody's going to call a timeout here.
Somebody's going to have to call a timeout.
No, they did not. Got substitutions coming in for West. The hands team is in. There it is, and a foul called over here in the corner, and it will send Trez Hardiman to the line to shoot 2. It's on Glasper. It's his third. Grizzlies have led once in the game. They led by 1 point earlier in this quarter, and it didn't last long. Oh, there's a break. Now what we really need is another break. Of course, now if he makes it, it's still a 1-possession game.
But will he? These are huge 3 throws for them.
Second free throw coming from Trez Hardiman. Off
Missed
the rim, no good. Rebounded by Northwest. We have a foul called. Let's see what they're going to call here. Foul's on West. It's on Mahomes. It's his 4th. Grizzlies will inbound. 8 seconds on the clock. They can tie it or take the lead, and now a timeout's been taken by Northwest. It's a full timeout. We're going to take our last timeout of regulation with them. Grizzlies trail 43-41. We'll be back. This is Grizzly basketball.
Hang on, it's frozen. Sorry. Oh, that's right. That's because I never added the clip.
Back for the last 8 seconds of the fourth quarter. Grizzlies will inbound trailing by 2.
They just need a foul.
Hammond to Williams. Will Williams go for 3? No, he's going for 2. Get in there!
Oh!
It did not fall. That ball bounced up there 3 times, and the Pioneers upset the Grizzlies 43-41. Grizzlies fall to 13 and that'd be 13-6. And this is the second consecutive road loss for the Grizzlies, and that may change the whole playoff picture. We'll have to figure that one out. And it makes Tuesday's game against the Crusaders awfully big. Very important. Once again, Grizzlies fall 43-41. We're on the air at 5:45 on Tuesday from Northwest High. So please join us if you can't come out to the game on Tuesday. For our executive producer, JoJo Vann, for Elizabeth Dibben, Kevin Arkin saying good night from West High, wishing all of you a pleasant weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday. Good night from West High.